Saying farewell to a loved one is painful. Not being able to say goodbye can be unbearable. And our research shows rising costs are now creating heartbreaking funeral delays. It's been 5 months now since John Rowe passed away, but with nobody else to pay, his grandson hasn't been able to afford the burial.
He's a human being. He's not a box in a warehouse. He's not an object on a shelf. I think it's bad enough anyway when you lose somebody you love, and when you're waiting for that funeral, you know, you're stuck in this sort of limbo, and nobody wants to pass away, but at the very least you get a send-off and a service, and you know that right now that's not even happened, you know, and it's really horrible, you know.
In an ITV News Freedom of Information investigation into the cost of dying, a quarter of English hospital trusts that responded have held bodies for 3 months or more as families struggle to buy funerals. 2 have kept deceased longer than a year, up to 14 months. We also surveyed 120 funeral directors. They've kept remains for up to 8 months as families try to find the money. Our research shows that in mortuaries like this, people who have passed away can be waiting month after month for a decent send-off, and we found that it's not a lack of love that is keeping them from a funeral, it is often a lack of money. The cost of a basic funeral has reached around £4,000. Here, that means they've looked after those who've passed away for up to 6 months.
I mean, we have noticed an increase in families not being able to afford the funeral costs. It's just delaying the grief process, really, and they're trying to grieve, they're trying to lay their loved one to rest, and they feel like they're letting them down, and it's horrible. It really is.
Undertakers say price rises are beyond their control, with councils increasing charges for burials and cremations. They also have a warning.
The situation will get worse. That families, more and more families, won't be able to pay for funeral costs. They won't be able to say goodbye to their loved ones or in a timely manner.
And those still waiting to say goodbye are a moving reminder that the scale of Britain's funeral poverty is leaving some unable to rest in peace.